Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my sister's kids stay with me after she passed away? I, 34F, recently lost my sister, 41F, to cancer. It was devastating, and I'm still processing the grief. My sister was a single mom to 3 kids, Jake, 14M, Emma, 12F, and Lily, 8F. In her will, she named me as the guardian for her children. Here's where things get complicated. I've never wanted kids of my own. I love my nieces and nephews, but I've always been the fun aunt who takes them out for ice cream or to the movies. I've never had to be responsible for major decisions about their lives. I have a demanding career as a corporate lawyer, often working 60+ hours a week. I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment in the city, which is perfect for me but not suitable for 3 growing kids. My lifestyle involves a lot of travel and late nights at the office. I'm also in a relatively new relationship, 10 months, with my loving boyfriend, who's child-free by choice like me. When my sister first told me about her decision to name me as guardian, I expressed my concerns. I told her that I couldn't take on that role because I didn't think my boyfriend, job, and lifestyle would survive it. She assured me that she was just thinking of options as a precaution and that she was sure she'd beat the cancer. I didn't press the issue because I thought/hoped she would beat the cancer, and also because I wanted her to remain optimistic. We never really had another serious conversation about it. Now that she's gone, I've told my family that I don't think I can take the kids. I've suggested that our parents, mid-60s, retired, take them instead, or possibly our older brother, 40M, who has 2 kids of his own and lives in a large house in the suburbs. My family is furious with me. They say I'm selfish and that I'm abandoning the kids when they need someone the most. They argue that it was my sister's dying wish for me to raise her children and that I'm pissing all over her memory by refusing. My parents say they're too old to raise young kids again, and my brother claims he can't afford 3 more children. The kids themselves are understandably upset and confused. Jake, the oldest, overheard a conversation among family members and then Skyped me, visibly upset, saying that I was abandoning them just like their dad did. He left when Lily was a baby. I feel terrible about the whole situation. I love my nieces and nephews, and I want what's best for them. But I honestly don't think I'm equipped to raise 3 kids. I'm also dealing with my grief, and I'm worried that if I take them in I'll end up resenting them or not giving them the care and attention they deserve. I've offered to contribute significantly, financially, to their care, whoever ends up taking them in. I've also said I'd still be involved in their lives as their aunt, but I just don't think I can be their full-time guardian. My brother told me my life had changed and that I needed to embrace it. I feel trapped with no way out, and most of my days are spent crying. Update 1. Thank you for all of your comments over the past 9 or so hours. It has been an emotional roller coaster and I'm crying out at the moment. It's amazing to see in personal chats and posts how supportive people can be, and how others seem to relish kicking you when you're at your lowest. On balance, I'm glad I posted. I experienced a compressed crash course in re-exploring all options and the pros and cons of many of them, including some I hadn't considered. 2 points I had to repeatedly explain, so I will make them here. 1. My sister named me in her will as the guardian before she spoke with me. I told her I couldn't do it for a list of reasons, but never verified that she changed her will. That's on me, but I was clear with her. 2. The kid's father is not an option for anything. For reasons I can't get into here, no person or court would ever place children with him. 3. My boyfriend was with me last night as we read through the posts and I responded. Early this morning, I told him I had decided what to do. He told me he already knew what it would be. We will be parting amicably and he has offered me support over the next few weeks, and hopefully beyond. I will forever be grateful for this emotional support over the past many hours now and will always treasure our nearly year together. We both agree trying to stay together is not compatible with what I must do, for many reasons. We're both sad about it, but I think it's fair to say it is too early for either of us to have fully processed this decision yet. I have decided that I will adopt the kids. I will spend the next few days making sure I'm in the right headspace to give it my all. I can sacrifice a lot and can be quite successful when I'm all in on a goal. My new goal is to make sure the kids feel loved and have the brightest future I can provide. This will require me moving and finding a new job that will let me earn enough to provide for them but with hours that I can raise them as a single mom. The other decision I made, and it's non-negotiable, is that when I inform my parents and brother I will take my sister's kids, it is on the condition that I never hear from them again. Threatening to disown me so they can go on travel vacations is beyond the pale, and I have to salvage some self-respect while giving up everything or I won't be able to pull it off. I know you'll say the kids need a relationship with their grandparents. You don't need to tell me AITA for this, I already know it. But it's what I need to survive and pull this off, and I genuinely think this sacrifice is less for the kids than almost any other option. I promise I will give my life for these kids and have long supported my sister and them financially, even while drowning in a sea of student debt. It's not the life path I planned, but I will make this work and they will have a loving home and be able to stay together. Second update, for the record, my story is not a script from any movie. Maybe the fact that it is allegedly loosely similar to 10 or so movies and shows and that many people have posted similar real-life experiences should help with the credibility of my post. The very unfortunate reality is that millions of people have siblings with children who die. I gave the kids fake names to be able to refer to them. I use the term Skype as a generic term for video chatting, just like I use Coke for most colas, sodas. I'm sure many others do the same. Regardless, I could lie and say he actually Zoomed or FaceTimed, but the truth is he used Skype. Not because he doesn't use other platforms, but my parents don't and he was at their house at the time. He stayed on the call after I spoke with them. None of this negates the truth of my story.